So guess who got a new phone? Yeah, I actually ended up going the very next day and getting a new phone. But I thought today would be fun. So the very first vlog I was gonna put up on this channel was supposed to be one of my trips out to St. Cloud that I've had to experience over the last few months. As you guys know, I am attempting to finish my degree, which has meant trips to the college that I will be getting my degree from. Just to make sure that everything is finished up and do some finalization in my film degree. And that is what we're gonna do today. I graduate on May 10th. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go shoot a movie today. So that's fun and exciting. So come with me to St. Cloud. I don't know how my partners are gonna feel about it. How the other people in the film are gonna feel about it. But we're gonna try and get some sneaky shots while we're filming our movie today. So that's really exciting. This is my final thing I need to do to finish up my degree. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. The thought that I'm graduating like soon freaks me out like a lot. Anyway, I need to take a shower. As you can see, I need one. I need to take a shower, wash my face, and put my makeup on and everything like that. So let's just get to it. I love the quality. Such a better camera on this phone. So definitely not sponsored, but this is the Samsung Galaxy S10, and is so much nicer than my last one. But I think part of the reason why I like the quality so much is just because I had that crack in the middle of the lens. So I think that was probably part of it. But the quality is just better. Anyway, so I don't know why I'm still walking around. I need to get ready to get going and then get going. And I don't have to leave right away. I'm actually gonna film a video today that'll go up on my channel tomorrow, on the main channel, about some drama in the Ranger Nation. So if you guys are Power Rangers fans, check out my channel, my main channel tomorrow. I'll be putting out some Ranger Nation drama. Not getting involved, just kind of expressing my opinion about the drama that's going on, that went on this weekend. If you guys are involved with the Ranger Nation, you guys know what I'm talking about already. Anyway, so I'm gonna go take my shower and get my hair dried, get my makeup on, and film that video, and then leave for St. Cloud, film our movie, come home. I'm gonna edit that video and get it put up and get ready to go. And then that's my day. It's a very full day. It's a very full day of creativeness, which is so great, because that's what I want my life to be filled with. I want my life to be filled with creativity and movie making and video making and all that stuff, and writing. And one day, hopefully, I'll be able to make videos like this and not have another job. Not that YouTube will be a full-time job ever, but being a creative will be my full-time job, which would be amazing. I would love that. Anyway, Corvette is trying to escape. My cat is trying to escape. She has escaped into my parents' unit twice this weekend, and now she wants to live in my parents' unit again, which is not good for her, and it's not good for me, and it's not good for my parents, and it's not good for their cat. So the only person it would be good for her to move back up there is that guy right there. I also have to fill my water bottles. I'll do that at some point today. Anyway, all right, shower time. Shower accomplished. Wet hair. I've done everything now except for put my makeup on and brush my teeth. But I tend to wait at least an hour or two after I've eaten, actually, to brush my teeth, because I have been told, whether this is true or not, I've been told that your saliva actually does a lot of work. It's like why you shouldn't shower every single day and let your natural greases kind of come out. Same thing touching soap to certain parts of your body, which is why I only shower every other day. That it is actually better for your body to do its natural processes for a little bit, allow your body to do those natural processes, but then help it along so that you stay healthy. So that's why I wait for a little bit before I brush my teeth. So I'll do that. Even though my mouth tastes so gross right now, because when I feel clean everywhere else, My mouth feels so gross. Anyway, so I'm done with that. Like I said, I'm going to film today, so I gotta get that all set up. But before I do that, I'm gonna do some working out. I've been trying to get back into cycling, and that was going to be the plan this morning. But then I decided that since I have softball tomorrow, I'm going to take a little bit more of a breather on the biking so much right now until my body is used to playing catcher again, because last week my legs hurt so bad because of biking, and then of course being catcher, which is up and down, squat up, and it's a lot when I don't do that on a regular basis. I need to start doing squats better, do squats more. I know English, I promise. Anyway, so I'm gonna do some working out by dancing, because that's one of my favorite things to do to work out anymore, especially when I'm just doing cardio. Turn on some music and just dance to it. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I can't record it because I'll be listening to it on my phone, which of course is right here. So we're just gonna have some fun. Anyway, I'll see you after my workout. All right, my hair is dry. I actually changed my shirt because the one that I was wearing, it just isn't comfortable for an all-day thing, so I decided to change it. It's fine to wear if I'm gonna just be filming a quick video or wearing it for like an hour. Maybe I'll wear it tomorrow for softball, we'll see, since it's technically a baseball tee. Anyway, makeup has been applied. I'm still not great at it. I'm kind of hoping to get better at it at some point, but now it's time to film my videos, or my video, I should say. So I need to get that all set up and ready to go. If I had I borrowed my dad's octopus tripod when I did the last vlog. So I really don't have a way to put this camera up, but I'm gonna see if I can figure that out so you guys can see kind of how I set up my videos, things like that, where I put everything. So we'll see if I can figure that out. Doubt it, but let's find out. So this is basically what I look at whenever I make a video. I have my two lights here, got my shotgun microphone here, and I've got obviously my camera. I do have the display facing me, which I try really hard not to look into. It can sometimes be a little difficult, but I do try, and I need a new camera. And then back here, you guys will sometimes see it, I think, in videos, but down here I've got another light just to fill in the background a little bit. I'd like to get a diffuser light. Essentially just a light that will fill the background a little bit better, but it won't be as harsh. So if you guys do happen to see it, it won't be so incredibly harsh. Anyway, so I'm gonna film this video. Hopefully I have enough battery power to be able to do it and not have to sit and wait. I might actually just charge my camera for a little bit. I need a new camera. Oh, but seriously, it was fully charged last night. I had double checked. It was fully charged last night. My camera does not hold a good charge anymore, which is unfortunate. I kind of wish it would hold a decent charge, but it doesn't. But that's okay, because I've been looking at DSLRs. So hopefully soon I can save up and buy myself a DSLR and probably a new shotgun mic, as well as probably a separate sound system as well, because I want to see if, obviously not for videos, I'm not gonna record separate sound for videos. That's just way too much work to have to sync those things together. But when I make movies and things like that, that's just the best way to get sound out of movies. It just is. So anyway, I'm gonna sit here and wait. Probably watch some more YouTube, or I don't know, something. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. all right, that's done. I put away my film stuff already. It doesn't take very long for me to set it up or put it down. So I'm gonna eat some lunch now. I have to leave for St. Cloud here soon because we're meeting at 2 to film the movie. So I have to leave for St. Cloud soon so that I have a little bit of time to get other things done. There was something else I was going to do in St. Cloud while I was there. I don't remember. It must not have been that important. But I'm going to film. No, I'm not going to film anything anymore until I get to St. Cloud. I'm going to make some lunch and eat some lunch and then head on out to St. Cloud. My lipstick probably won't live. Ooh. Got a little bit of a... Got a little of lipstick where I don't want it, but that's fine. But yeah, so my camera died like 3 times trying to film that dang video. That is such a common issue I have with my camera right now. It just does not hold a good charge. It just doesn't. And that's a real big problem. So I'm gonna steal some food from my parents' unit because they have better food. No, actually a lot of the food is up in their unit because I can't really cook downstairs right now because we're still redoing the kitchen a little bit. So what should I eat? Ooh, there's pizza, that's right. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, wasn't there something I wanted to eat up there? The pizza that we had for lunch on Saturday. Anyway, but yeah, my camera does not hold a great charge anymore. I did eventually get it fully charged while I waited, and it lasted for 20 minutes of the raw footage. I don't know how long the video is gonna be after editing. There were a lot of times where I screwed up and a lot of things I knew I'm gonna cut out. And that's why my videos are heavily edited. Because after I think about it for a little bit, I realize some of the things that I said were really stupid and isn't bringing value to the video, because I try to keep only things that I think bring value. So, there are things I know I'm gonna cut out, things that I just said weirdly. I'm super awkward. So like, there are just things that I cut out because I'll say it and I go, why the heck did I even just say that? Like something as simple as just like a phrase, and then I go, that makes no sense. So I don't know how long the video is actually gonna be, but the raw is well over 30 minutes. But it's something I'm very passionate about and something that I think is very, very important to talk about and something I'm very excited to talk about. I sat on it for a couple of days. I know a lot of people just immediately jumped on it because I don't do it for views. Like, I'm not gonna put this out there because I'm like, ooh, it's really hot and heavy right now. I'm gonna get views off of this. I'm doing it because I feel like it's actually legitimately important to talk about. So that's essentially why I want to talk about it. But I waited for a few days because I wanted to make sure that I had my emotions in check, that I could approach this as a film critic instead of, as a film critic / Power Rangers fan, instead of approaching it with negativity and things like that. There was definitely still some negativity in there, which were some things I'm gonna cut out. Because I did come at this situation aggressively in certain ways and realize that that's not going to help anything. That's not bringing value. That is just me getting emotional, and I shouldn't be getting super emotional about this. So that's why I am going to cut certain things out. But anyway, but yeah, so I sat on that for a few days just to make sure that my emotions were mostly in check and things like that. And I think that's such an important way to go about it, especially when you're going at it from a journalistic point of view or going at it from that kind of point of view. Anyway, I'm gonna make some lunch. I'm gonna eat it. I need to leave for St. Cloud here soon. So I will see you guys on the road. All right, so I'm in my car and ready to head off to St. Cloud for what is hopefully be one of the last times I'm gonna have to go out there before I graduate from college. Finally, finally, just in general, finally, because it's been 10 years since I dropped out, and you guys know the whole story by now. Anyway, so yeah, you'll be able to kind of see St. Cloud. The first video was actually my first trip back to St. Cloud, so it was a lot of me like just being like, look at this, oh my god. And the excitement has worn off, like, substantially. It has become more of a nuisance to have to drive all the way up to St. Cloud. But that's all right. My lipstick actually survived my lunch better than I thought it was going to, which is cool. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring this. All right, I'll get some when I get to St. Cloud. I'll be there in enough time to head over to the Miller Center and get something to drink, but hopefully I'll be able to be home a little bit earlier than I normally am when I make these trips, but we'll see. Anyway, so we're off to St. Cloud. We're off to do the St. Cloud thing and be in St. Cloud for a few hours. So let's go. It's about an hour and a half north of where I live. At least takes about an hour and a half to get there. Also, the first time out there kind of showcased where I used to live, so I might actually do that again this time. It might actually end up turning out better because there isn't going to be a ton of snow on the ground. There is no snow on the ground. And so maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll take the long way, because like I lived on a different side than the university is, so I took a far different exit. So maybe I'll take that exit and show you guys my old apartments, because I lived in 2 apartments in St. Cloud. The first one would actually be the second one I'll show you. I would show you guys the second one first, only just because that's just on the way. But since I never uploaded that video, I may as well just do that. Anyway, let's get moving. This is going to be such a long video. All right, let's go and film a movie. We're approaching St. Cloud. There's oncoming traffic. So we are approaching St. Cloud, and it's still fun. Like, it is still fun. This is where I spent 3 years of my entire life, and where I've put some blood, sweat, and tears into. But we are also approaching my second apartment. So let's go down that road and hang out. Not hang out there, but like go down that road and those memories. Because it was a great place to live. Like, I loved that apartment. If you go far enough back in my videos, you'll actually see the inside of that apartment, because well, I was living there when I started doing YouTube on this channel, or on my main channel, not this channel, my main channel. One of the really downsides about living in this particular apartment was it's slightly out of town. So it was a little bit harder for me to get to campus. I actually had to drive to campus. Walking to campus was a bit much, and no real great way to walk to campus from here. But also, I couldn't take the campus clipper or the bus. But upon further investigation, I have found that there is now a bus line that comes here and then goes to campus. So, and it would have been so much easier. It would have been so much nicer. But we're in the neighborhood. And now, that house is for sale. Really, wow, it's such a pretty house. Looks like it's for sale by owner. Not that I'm planning on moving back to St. Cloud. Not that I can afford that house, but hey. But this apartment was really nice to live in. It was a really nice apartment, but I had some serious drama upon leaving it because Cosmo was a very destructive puppy. I paid a lot of money for that. But here it is, this apartment building right here, and not a lot has changed back here. They've added a little bit down the way a little bit, but this is it, and it's just outside of this like cornfield, which I don't know if they're still growing corn, because I think you have to take a break from growing corn for a while or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, so this was where I lived. This was the building I lived in, and if you look right ahead of us, that was my apartment on the first floor right there. I had a patio over here, and I loved it. It was right next to the front office, which was kind of nice because it was really easy just to go my patio door and then go back through the office. But yeah, so this is where I lived. I parked in this parking garage right here. This is where I parked. Was over here, which is weird because this is actually further away than the other garage. But yeah, so that's where I parked. That's where Cosmo and I lived. I actually moved there. I specifically moved to this apartment because I was gonna get a dog, and they were like the only apartment complex in town that was affordable and allowed big dogs. So we're gonna go this way. So I think this way's actually a bit shorter going the direction that I wanna go. I also found out that I lived not very far from my favorite college professor. I found that out at one point, and I think it was a little weird out there. I was like, so do you live? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, I was walking my dog and I thought I saw you. He's like, well, that's interesting. Yeah, so this is something that they added. This apartment building right here is new. Newer. I don't know if it's actually new, but it wasn't here when I lived here. So anyway, off to my first apartment, which I don't have a ton of time. It's 1:30 right now. I got a little bit of time to get to the other side of town, and then get to the other side of town to get to campus. So, and I also want to get something to drink because I'm thirsty. Okay, so we're on the other side of town. I'm not concerned about like vlogging in the car because so many other people break so many laws while driving in St. Cloud. I'm not ridiculously concerned. But anyway, so we're almost there. So fun stories about the reasons why I moved from this particular apartment, other than wanting to get a dog and not being allowed to have a dog in this apartment. I also felt very unsafe. There was one time I was walking to campus, because I used to walk to campus when I lived here, and these guys stopped their car and pulled up next to me, and they were like, "Hey baby, do you want to get into the car with us?" and being really creepy, like, we'll take you to where you want to go. And I was like, I'm good, thanks, I'm just gonna keep walking. And there was this other time that I was being followed by this guy, and I don't know if he was harmless. I'm sure he probably was, but he made me very, very uncomfortable as a young 20-year-old. And so after those two experiences, I was like, I need to move regardless of whether or not I want a dog. But yeah, so we're coming up to that apartment now. So here we go. So here was my first apartment complex, and this is where I would get on the bus if I ever took the bus, which I would take the bus in the cold, but yes, this is my old apartment complex. My apartment building is right over here. So this is my old apartment building right there. And then my assigned parking spot was actually right here. Nobody's in it right now. I think CRV was in that spot, so anyway. Last time I was also here, there was still snow, and they do not do a good job of keeping their grounds nice. I did not rent a garage, mostly because they cost a lot of money, but also they weren't like heated or anything, and it was still one of those things where I still had to go outside to get to it. It just didn't seem feasible to me, but I really loved having my garage stall that I was just given at my second apartment, because it was just so much nicer to like not worry about cleaning off my car all the time during the winter time. But yeah, so this is where I lived. It's not a great part of town. I'm sure it's fine, but like I just didn't feel comfortable being a single 20-year-old living here by myself. I just didn't feel comfortable or safe. So this was where I lived. All right, so off to campus to meet with my partners. Then I think we're going over to one of my partners' houses to film there, but we'll have to talk about that and figure that out. But yeah, I'm not sure why this person is just kind of sitting there. Not quite sure, but I'll hopefully get this parking lot soon.
Press 4 to hit. Please drive inside.
All right, I've made it to campus, and I have 8 minutes to go and get myself something to drink, and then get to the Performing Arts Center to meet my partners. Granted, the Miller Center and the Performing Arts Center are right across the parking lot from one another, so it's not like it's that far of a drive. And I'm very excited. I'll probably run into Chris, who is my favorite professor here, because he has a class in the Miller Center, and so we usually cross paths, unless I missed him because, you know, it's almost 2 o'clock. So, anyway. And luckily I'm not far from either one of them right now in this parking ramp. This parking ramp is right across the street from the Miller Center and the Performing Arts Center. So let's get going. Got my thing to drink. And it's 2 o'clock because I hear the bells are ringing. And before anybody calls me on it, no, this is not coffee. It's herbal tea. I can't have caffeine. I've made that very public. So if anybody says, why don't you go no caffeine? It's herbal tea.
In between us?
Yes.
And then when we move to me flipping the meat, then I'll come over here and I'm in between you guys.
Okay.
And do we want to just do it like this straight on wide shot the whole time, or do we want to do some reverse shot close-ups?
We should probably do some reverse shot close-ups and stuff, yeah.
Cool. cool.
And maybe the more awkward it gets, would it be interesting to do close-up shots with a wide so that your faces look a little distorted as it gets more and more awkward?
We could try it.
May as well,
Yeah.
because that'll give it the feeling of that awkwardness.
Can do. How's it going, crew?
So, I was failing miserably that would probably be like right here for
You know, a couple takes a shot, reverse shot, everybody doing all their lines.
yeah. So, if you're happy with those, then maybe we can. I mean, changing the light now would probably be a bad thing. Because it's been the same the whole.
I'm sorry, I all of a sudden remembered that I'm also in a lighting class.
All right, so our shoot is over and I'm heading home now. So we're gonna end this vlog. Well, I guess I'll end it when I get home. But yeah, so I'm really excited. It turned out really good. I can't wait to see the final edit. I'm hopefully gonna get some bloopers from it because we had some fun filming. But I'm hopefully gonna get some bloopers from it. So then that way I can upload that. I'll get permission from my partners and see if that's cool for me to upload it to my main channel. I think it'll be fun. Anyway, so let's go home. So normally, I'm exiting right now off of this god-awful highway. But I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm just gonna see how long until I just can't handle the traffic anymore. Luckily, we're still moving at highway speed at this point, and that's kind of surprising. So we'll see how long this lasts, how long I can handle this damn highway, because I hate it. Okay. And I am finally home. It is nearly 6:30. I left just a little after noon. This commute. I'm gonna be so ready for this semester to be over and for that bachelor's degree to be in my hands. Oh my gosh, it is so close. Somebody reminded me that it's finals week next week, which for the one university that I go to, and I'm just like, I graduate on the 10th of May. What is this? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna go inside. I need to edit tonight. I can't go to bed until that video that I filmed earlier today is edited, so I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you guys all next time. If you guys want a weekly dose of me in your life, then subscribe to my main channel. If you want more of a daily commentary on my life, hit me up on social media. All that is linked below. Twitter is where I post most publicly, so hit me up, hang out with me on those places, and I will see you all next time. So I have had dinner, and I'm finally sitting down to edit, and my eyes are already starting to get bloodshot because I'm already tired. It is 8 o'clock. Being a morning person is kind of the worst. But I can't not edit this video tonight, so